I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This Seiler piano was built in 2000, and I'm really happy to have it here in the shop. This is Seiler, especially from this era, is one of those world-class builders. You have pianos that are kind of on the low end, kind of starter pianos. You have pianos in the middle like Yamaha or Kawai or Hailun. These are pianos that are very good but not world-class. But then you have pianos that are on the top, and so that would be Seiler, that would be Steinway, that would be Mason and Hamlin, that would be Sauter would be another one, Fazioli would be another. These are the very, very top end of what is even available. And this piano, being a 2000, is in excellent condition. In fact, it wasn't used all that heavily, but yet you're getting still that super high-end instrument while not paying the price of a fancy piano like a Petrov, which is going to be again world-class, but fairly expensive. You pay the price for that kind of extreme level of quality. Okay. Seiler was originally founded in around 1850, right around there in actually not Germany, but in Prussia. So it was a German people that started this piano company. Anyway, of course, as you probably are well aware, that area was heavily impacted by wars, and so well, a generation later, and then 2 generations, and 3 generations later. So after World War II, finally this succession of wars were over. It was still in the hands of the Seiler family. They moved it to, I believe, Copenhagen in Denmark, and then back to, after Copenhagen, I believe they moved it to Bavaria in Germany, and that's kind of where it was for the second half of the 20th century. And that's sort of where they really emerged as this super high-end world-class instrument that I'm talking about. Now, Seiler was purchased in 2008 by Samick, which is a Korean company, but of course this piano, that doesn't apply. This was 8 years before that happened, and so this is still in that era of the very best, finest, world-class German craftsmanship, German components, German everything. This was made in Germany, which if you're into pianos and watches and cars and anything else that requires any sort of precision engineering, you're aware that the Germans, they know how to do it. Okay, I've even read somewhere, this is a complete tangent, that the reason that the United States won the war or did well, there are many reasons, in World War II, was that the Patton tank was so far inferior to the German Tiger tank, but the Americans just cranked out so many of them so fast, and they were so low quality, and the Germans were just so insistent on it has to be perfect, it has to be high quality, and that's what the Tiger tank was. But they just couldn't crank out that many of them the way the Patton tanks were cranked out. That's a serious tangent, but I guess it sort of relates to this kind of, we insist on precision, and that's what we have here. Okay, this particular piano is in excellent condition. Like I was saying, it wasn't used all that heavily in the time between when it was manufactured and now, and you can see the components in there. Just everything. What I see when I open this up is I instantly recognize Well, European engineering and design and components, I instantly recognize that. That's very obvious to me as a piano technician. And then the next thing that I see is an action that is in basically perfect condition. So there you have the action. Okay. This piano, brand new, by the way, and we have gone through and we haven't rebuilt it. It doesn't need to be rebuilt, but we've just kind of realigned things and tightened things up, lubrication, regulation, that sort of thing, voicing, some of course tuning, those kinds of refurbishing type of things, just to try and do our best to remove what little wear there was. Okay, let's hear it. The greatest asset, I would say, of this, it's got a phenomenal tone, but the greatest asset would be the touch. I feel like I can just manipulate this piano, have it do exactly what I want. It's almost like it reads my mind, and that's that action that I was just showing you a minute ago. This is a touch. The touch on this one is just so nice, so responsive. So I would recommend this piano for someone that is looking for a world-class instrument, maybe doesn't have the space or the budget for a grand piano, has or is developing a real sense of touch on the piano, but again, doesn't have the budget for something like a Steinway upright or a Petroff or some of these other super high-end manufacturers. This is an awesome piano. Glad to have it here, and I think the person that purchases this piano is going to be very, very lucky. The address here is 1497 South State Street in Orem, and the phone number is 801-701-0113. Thanks for watching.